Hello, 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 yes it's me zu-wii-mama, and yet again I'm back with another mob tutorial, and today you can see from the thumbnail that it's something a little bit different to what we normally do. So we're doing a fox statue, and it's using resources that you can use at early game of vanilla Minecraft. I mean, if you're in creative, obviously it doesn't really matter too much, but if you're definitely just starting off a new build, new world, then this is quite ideal because it uses quite a lot of stuff that are readily available. So we've got diorite, we've got andesite, we've got a little bit of wool from the sheep there, black and white. So yeah, we will be doing the stone fox, but I want to show you this is the coloured version as well that I did. Now, it looks pretty sweet, I do like the look of that. But anyway, it's about time we get on to the colours, so let's get to it. So we've got 20 black wool, 118 stone, 44 white wool, 365 with andesite, and 36 diorite. And to finish it off, 2 grey carpet. Just want to say some of these numbers might not be 100% exact, so make sure you do carry a little bit of spare, just on the off chance I've counted them wrong. So to start the build off, you're going to place 4 black wool on the floor, and then switch to an andesite, and on this corner block here, we're going to go up by 4, and then we're going to place 1, 2, 3 to make like a little square on top, and then all I need to do is switch to your stone, and then fill it all up. There we go, like that. On the other leg, we're pretty much going to do the same but opposite. So we're going to have a 2 block gap first of all, and on the third block we're going to go place our 4 wool again, and then on the outside block here we're going to place our andesite. We're going to go up by 4, then go around the corners like 1 there, so it should be in line with the base of the foot, and then you want to fill it up then with stone for the remaining blocks. And there we go, we got our first 2 foxes' feet. So spinning on to the back of the build, we want to have a 1 block gap, and then we're going to place our wool again. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, looking like that. So switch to your stone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the back of that, and 1 on top. And then you can fill it with andesite to the end, and then a row of andesite on the top. Now on this side, on the inside of the fox's leg, let's say, you can just fill it up with andesite. Looking like that. So you should have 1 big block so far, and all we're going to do is replicate the same on this side. Okay, so we're going to do again our 4 wool, and on the outside of the leg we're going to do 5 stone and 1 going upwards, and then fit it up with andesite and then a layer on top as well. Okay, so you should have something looking like this at that point, and again on the inside you can fit it up with andesite again. So both these sections should be 3 blocks high and 2 wide, as you can see, with a layer of stone across the base, and the rest is all andesite. Moving on to the next section. Okay, so you want to have your stone in your hand, and what you want to do is place 1 block there, and then out by 1, up by 1, out by 1, up by 1. So you've got like a little stairwell, and it should be 5 blocks there in total. Switch to your andesite, I want you to place 3, so you're overhanging by 1, and then up by 1, overhang by 1 again. And then from this block, you want to count 1, 2, 3 blocks. And then from this block, you want to count 1, 2, 3 blocks again. Okay, from the side, we're going to go 1. And then you want to come down and then place 1 again, overhang, and then this time I'm going to do 2 blocks. Okay, come down by 1, and then 1 block again, and then 1 block again, and then that should nicely match up with the back of the sort of leg there. And then all you need to do now is fill it all up with andesite. So don't worry if you haven't got that down, because we're going to go flip on round and do the other side, and the other side is exactly the same. Okay, so you should have something looking like this. And again, we're going to now spin on around, and we're going to replicate the exact same thing on the other side. So remember, stone in your hand from the outside, from this block here, you're going to go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then from the top of there, 1, 2, 3 andesite, which is overhanging the leg by 1, and then 1 again, and then you want to 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then from here 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then you want to do 1, and then that one's 1 as well, and then you want to overhang this by 2, down, across, down, like a little stairwell in Minecraft. That's all you need to make, and then that should finish flush with the back of the leg again. And all you get is, yes, you've guessed it, is you're going to fill the rest up with andesite, and that's it. There we go, you've done 2 sides of your fox. So congratulations, if you've got to this point, you are halfway there, because we've not got much more to do. Okay, so from the corner of the build here, you want to get your stone, overhang it by 1 and place 1, 2, 3. Then with our door right, we want to place 3 like that. On top of that, we're going to go andesite with 1, and then stone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the end. And then back on top of this, we're going to go stone again, and we're going to place 4 this time. Using our andesite again, place 1 and 1 black wool. On top of that, we're going to go with our stone yet again. Switch to our andesite, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to stone, 1 on there, and then go up by 1. And place 1, 2 this time, and then the rest can be filled up with andesite, so it should be 4 andesite. And on top of that, you can fit it again all the way to the end with andesite. And it should look a little bit like this. There we go. Okay, so this time we're going to pretty much do the exact same on this side. So we're going to overhang it, remember, by 1, and then place our 3 stone, then our 3 diorite. And then all I'm doing now is literally looking across to that one that we've already done opposite, and we're going to copy the exact same pattern. So I'm not going to really start going through block placement, place this, place that, because you can clearly see opposite you where you need to place them and how many you need to place. Alright, just saves me waffling along talking about block, 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 block. Okay, because it gets a little bit boring. So there we go. You should have 2 sides of your head looking like that. Okay, so with our diorite, we're going to place 1 there on the side and then 1 there. Switch to our andesite, 1 on top. And then we're going to place our 1 white wool there to finish off the eye. Then a piece of stone on top of that. And then with the andesite, we're going to place, literally fill all the gaps here above the eyes, as you can see, and from this point as well, so right in line with the eyes, it's all going to be andesite. There we go. So there's a little bit of detail on the face. So with your andesite, I want you to come out by 3 blocks just to the left of the eye there, and then bring this all the way across like so, and then 1 there, and then this 2 gap here is going to be where we're going to place our black wool for the nose. Underneath, we're going to go back to our diorite and then place 1, 2, 3. So we're going to follow the shape that we've just built above, basically. There we go. So that gives the little bit of detail. And then underneath here, anything that's diorite, we're just going to connect it up. So from that side to this side, from that side to that side. Does that make sense? So you're just literally bridging it across from one side to another. There we go. So it should look a little bit like this. There we go. Looks good. So moving on to the next section, we're going to now have our stone in our hand, and from this corner here, we're just going to bridge that across. From this corner here, again, bridge it across, and this gap here, we can bridge that all the way across. Then from underneath, through the legs, I want you to match any stone that you see to the other side where the stone is. So from that corner there, of stone to that stone there, and that stone to that stone, and then this little gap here above, you can just bridge it in with stone as well. So you should be covering up all the little nooks and crannies underneath this sort of midsection so far. Underneath again to the back of the legs, you want to come back by 4 blocks. And all we're going to do now is literally we're just going to make like a little roof just to cover that little section up there, because we're doing a big hole in our fox. And then you can bring this down. It's like a little wall that we're making. Just there we go, which closes up all the gaps from the underneath of the fox. I mean, if you want to leave that open and make like a little house in there or something, then go for it. But yeah, I prefer to close it all over. From the back, I want you to spin around to the back of the head and just place 1 stone like so. Switch into our andesite again and bridge that across all the way, and then all the way there on top of the head. Oh, I can't place blocks anymore. There we go. And then again from the back, I want you to use your diorite, and then literally the 2 sides that we've already built up, I want you just to connect that all up. Okay, so from side to side, it's a little bit boring this bit. From side to side, you can connect it all up. And like I said, if you want to leave the inside of the fox open, then go for it, because you could make like a little base in there, a little mob spawner. I don't know what you want to do with it, but I like to close it all over for my statue. There you go, so it should look like that. And then from the top as well, you need to just close all this over with andesite again. So it's really simple this bit, a little bit boring, but yeah, simple. Okay, we're nearly there. We are so close to finishing this build. Okay, we have not got much more left to do at all, just the ears and the tail. Talking of ears, let's get to it. So from the front of the build, 1 block back, I want you to place 3 wool like so, a stone underneath, and then on top you can do this, you don't have to place 2 grey wool. Then from the back, you can place 2 stone on the top there, and then 2 andesite underneath. Okay, and we're going to do the same on this side, but pretty much opposite. So 1 block in from the edge there, and then place 3 wool with a stone in the corner. some wool on top. Spinning on round to the back, I want you to place 2 stone on top and 2 andesite underneath. So it should be looking like that. There we go. Like I said, you don't need to place the carpet if you really don't want to, but it's entirely up to you. Okay, so spinning on to the back of the build, I want you to come in 1 block from the leg there, and then we're going to place stone. We're going to place 7 stone in total. Then we're going to finish it off with placing 2 white wool, 1, 2. Then we're going to go up from here by 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be 5 high in total. Place 1, then underneath place 2, 1, and then place 2. So it should be staggered like that. Looking good. Switch to our andesite, and then from the top of the tail here, you can bring that all the way to the end. And we're pretty much now going to fill it all in with andesite. So this bit is really simple. There we go, look at that. And yes, you've guessed it, if we've already done one side, we're going to do the exact same on the opposite side. Oh, I forgot to place this stone there as well, so you can place 2 in there if you can. Spin it on round to the other side, and like I said, 1 block in from the build, we're going to place our stone. We're going to place 4 there because I messed up earlier on. Come out by 7, and again we're literally going to copy the exact same pattern that we can see opposite, so you don't really need to think too much about this. It's just literally copy a pattern across from one side to the other. Don't know why, but there's something about this build that I absolutely love. I just love how subtle some of the block differences are between the andesite and the stone, and it's just enough to give it a little bit of detail, and it does just keep that sort of, you know, nice look of a stone statue as it should. And like I said, if you want to use any other block, then go for it. If you don't want to use white wool there, you could use diorite for it instead. And the same with the mouth. If underneath the mouth there you don't like using the diorite, you can use white wool, but I'll leave that entirely up to you. But anyway, I've been zu-wii-mama. I hope you enjoyed that build, because I really did, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you soon. Bye.